Hey, good evening, guys. It is March 4th, 2010. Hope you had a good day. I was reading through one of the websites where I get a lot of the news that I do here on YouTube, and an article caught my attention. And it's it's by Senator Jim DeMint from the Washington Times. It's entitled White House Land Grab. And the reason why this caught my attention is because, in the past 6 months to a year probably, I ran across something called the United Nations Agenda 21, Agenda for the 21st Century. And you can look up information on that. It's in all of their writings. They're not hiding that. And they tell you basically what they want for the 21st century is to move the populace off of most of the land masses in the United States, and put them into high populated hotspots along the coastlines and other areas. And this article here, I think, fits really well within their Agenda 21. Proposal to seize land would favor animals over Americans. You'd think that the Obama administration is busy enough controlling the banks, insurance companies, and automakers, but thanks to whistleblowers at the Department of the Interior, we now learn that they're planning to increase their their control over energy-rich land in the West. And that's something that really caught my attention because we're in northeast Wyoming, and talk about an energy-rich part of North America. We have high amounts of coal energy, methane gas, and oil here, and that's basically what drives the industries here, or the economy here in northeast Wyoming is energy. And there's a lot of big gas companies and oil companies that have put offices here in the town is Gillette, Wyoming. Also, the article goes on, a secret administration memo has surfaced revealing plans for the federal government to seize more than 10 million acres from Montana to New Mexico. And Wyoming's right in there. Halting job-creating activities like ranching, forestry, mining, and energy development. Worse, this land grab would dry up tax revenues that's essential for funding schools, firehouses, and community centers. The 21-page document marked internal draft, not for release, names 14 different lands Mr. Obama could completely close for development by unilaterally designating them as monuments under the 1906 Antiquities Act. Now, friends, that speaks volumes to me. And you know what? It doesn't surprise me that they would want to do this because of the United Nations Agenda 21. I mean, this falls right in with the lines of that. And there's a lot going on with water developments. And you look at what happened out in California with the, I don't know, they call it the breadbasket, or the bread belt in California, where they shut off the water for that tiny little fish or something that's going to be extinct. Give me a break. You're shutting down food producing part of the United States that I think, what was it, 25% of the fruits and vegetables come from that area for this country's consumption, and they shut it down for a fish. I forget what the name of the fish is. You could Google this and find it, but that is part of Agenda 21. And so it's interesting. I think these are interesting times. And also, in a couple of videos back, I mentioned that the Federal Reserve was not reporting M3. And this is a little bit off the subject, but they weren't reporting M3 statistics, which is the money supply. And there's an article in yesterday's Patriot Trading Group website. Hopefully it comes up here in just a second. It was talking about that very thing. M1 statistics, M2, and M3. And they basically said that the policies that are going right now, if they continue, we're going to move into, we're already actually into a hyperinflationary situation. And it just takes, let me read the article to you. It just came up here. Here it is. U.S. dollar money supply is underreported. And I don't know, you know, I understand what they're doing, but they must think we're stupid. When you stop reporting what you're doing with the money supply, that speaks volumes to people. If you're not willing, that obviously means you're hiding something. And so I'm just going to quickly read the last paragraph of this article. But how they calculate money supply is anything that's in savings or checking deposits. It's kind of a long article. Just go to Patriot Trading Group. It's in archives. It was in yesterday's news, and it's probably the 10th or 12th article down on the page. And it's called U.S. Dollar Money Supply is Underreported. And they have some charts and graphs here. Okay. This restatement of M1 explains why crude oil is back at $80 per barrel. Copper is at $3.25 per pound. Commodities are going to go through the roof. And commodity prices in the main are rising in the face of weak economic conditions. The U.S. dollar is being inflated, and worryingly, the rate of new currency creation is approaching hyperinflationary levels. Okay, just look up Germany, the Weimar Republic. Unless the Federal Reserve changes course, the U.S. is headed for a deposit currency hyperinflation like those that plagued much of Latin America in the 80s and 90s. And I'm thinking we're going to go way beyond that. Anyway, guys, I better end this. Hope you had a good day. And I'll probably talk to you tomorrow sometime. Take care and have a good night.